Hey YouTube, I am back after a couple of days. Um, Life has been going pretty good lately. I'm still in my, I'm still cutting down weight, trying to lose fat. Um, Yesterday I had 3,700 calories, so yeah, but that was a cheat day. So yeah, but today I had a lot less, 1,400. 150 grams protein, over 150 grams. So nutrition is on point. I try to keep it that way so I can maximize my results. Had a leg workout today. It's pretty good. Legs are still sore from the workout that was like 2 or 3 hours ago. So that's how you know it was a good workout. And my nutrition, recover properly, be able to work out tomorrow, work hard, and what I'm saying, get better. I honestly I don't even know what to talk about. But talking in general is good. And I know I've said this in the other two videos, but I mean it when I say this, that talking to a camera like this, it just is helping me be able to like form words and create sentences off the top of my head better. And I feel like I'm communicating better, like in real life and, in videos and YouTube and all that stuff. So yeah. I guess a topic that I want to talk about today is mental health. Because that is something I struggle with a lot when I was younger. It was a couple months ago, actually. I was a little over 200 pounds. I played basketball, but I really only played it just to like lose weight. That's part of the reason why I started. But I would never lose a lot of weight. And sometimes whenever I stopped playing basketball, I would gain the weight back because of the way I ate and my diet. And I knew that my diet was the reason that I kept gaining weight after playing basketball for, however many years or months. I know the diet was the reason I kept gaining weight, but I still kept doing it because the food tasted so good to me. And it still does. But, the goal is different. And my mindset and my view of food has changed. And, it's made me realize how much I used to eat and how excessive I used to eat. I ate for pleasure and not for fuel or satiety. Satiety. I didn't eat for what's the word? It's supposed to be satiating, basically. Like it's supposed to not make you feel hungry anymore. You eat how much you need and not how much you want. Eat what your body needs and not what you want to eat. And I would eat a lot. Like it was bad. And I would do this every day, every week, every month, consistently, which is it's pretty obvious reason why I gained that much weight. Because before I started playing basketball, I weighed around 230 to 240 pounds, and that was bad. I was borderline obese, bro. Like it was crazy. Like everyday life, every day I went to sleep, woke up, and just existed. I was so depressed, bro. Like it is crazy. I would hate going out because I hated looking in the mirror. I would avoid the mirror, bro. You know how crazy that sounds? Not wanting to even look at yourself. Not wanting to go out in public and just experience life in general because of the way you are, the way you look, and your personal habits and all the other stuff. And this just left me depressed, hopeless, and it was just a bad mind space, bro. It was bad. So, losing weight how I am now, losing weight, gaining muscle, being on a healthy diet. This is not going to be a temporary diet either. This is like a lifestyle diet. Like, I'm going to eat healthy for the rest of my life from now on, to try and not even try and reverse the effects of my previous self, but to just keep myself healthy so I can live a long life and be able to support my family and all the other stuff and experience life to my fullest, because I want to have a good time before I go. And I want to live as long as possible so I can experience as much as possible, so I can have as much, fun and enjoyment and, just experience in general. And, prioritizing your health is like number one. I'm not going to lie. Getting good sleep, eating healthy, working out, making sure your mental health is good. The reason I couldn't the reason I didn't start doing diets and all this other stuff and working out consistently and all that other stuff is because of my mentality. My mental health, mental health is it's so important, bro. Like, my mental health was so bad to the point where even when I thought about going on a diet and eating healthy, I just found no reason to, because I thought I was too far gone. And I felt like it was just who I was, and I would never be able to, become, not even an attractive person, but a healthy person in general. And the fact that the fact that I'm doing it, I'm at a pretty good point right now. I'm 170 pounds, probably a little less than 170. It depends on what kind of weight scale I'm using, but around 170. I am, I feel amazing every day I wake up and every day I go to sleep, because I know that the way I eat, the way I work out, the way I take care of myself, I know it's gonna, it's gonna compile over time, and it's gonna just make my future self even better than my current self. And I know I'm gonna stay on this. I know I'm gonna stay on this path because I've been doing it this whole time. And the only thing that kept me from doing, being healthy and all that stuff is because I used to see food as like, obviously you need food to survive, but I use food as, if I don't eat every 1 or 2 hours, I'm gonna feel like I'm dying or something. I couldn't sleep without eating a snack right before bed and feeling stuffed. And like, it was bad, bro. And I think when I started the diet, I challenged myself to just try to exist without food. I still ate food, but I ate a lot less, and I did not eat any snacks at all. And, I kept doing this over time. Some days were harder than others. Sometimes I would accidentally, eat a little snack, or, eat more than I wanted. I never ate at like my maintenance calories for that weight, but I would eat. When I first started, I ate like 1,200 calories, which is extremely unhealthy. You should never do that. But the mindset that I was in, I wanted it so badly to the point where I was willing to do anything. And if it was starving myself, I was willing to risk it because I didn't care at that point. So, it just happened, and I ended up losing over 30 pounds after that one decision. And I'm proud of myself, honestly. I know I'm going to get better every day, so that's just motivating. It's extremely motivating. I live every day of it. I love myself every day because I know that I'm going to be better than I was before. And I know that I'm going to stay consistent and get better every single day, mentally, physically, everything. And, this video is just to show how your mentality can, like, it dictates everything that you do and it can influence how you feel, think, act, behave, all that stuff. And if you have a negative mindset, everything in your life is going to be negative. So if you can find a way to find like the positive thoughts and positive, just positive stuff in general, you can find that in your mind and in your environment, then it's nothing stopping you. You can become the best version of yourself by just being consistent, being happy, and just, believing in yourself. So, yeah, I want to end this video off saying, be the best version of yourself. And no matter what, keep going. Because in the future, your future self is going to thank you so, so much. And time passes anyways, so you might as well do it now. Why wait later? If you do it now, later on, at that present moment, which is going to be now, but in the future, you're going to be like, oh, that was fast. So, yeah. Just believe in yourself and, stay consistent.